Hello, it's a pleasure to be with you for my TBC Live broadcast. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey, known as Tyrone Cuffey on Facebook. That is my wife and I, Merlin and I, Facebook page. And first, I'd like to thank everyone for being here. I'd like to thank you so much for my wonderful wife, Merlin, for always supporting me. And I know she's there, even if she's not necessarily in the chat, but she's often is. Um, Now, I want to also thank the other people that's here. This happens to be my 400th and 15th live broadcast. And I just want to apologize that I won't be with you all, wasn't with you all yesterday, and I was much later on Saturday, but I've been really busy this whole weekend with family. So, folks, I want to thank you all, okay, for always being with me on my live broadcast. Okay, I want to also thank the little Kayla and Kaylin wherever they are, because I know they're probably watching from another state called Florida in the United States with some other family and also friends. And any family friends that's maybe watching me today, thank you for being here as well. Okay, now um, what I'm going to do is just go. Um, hmm, what I'm going to do is just go. Okay, it looks like I got my TBC community from the Bangladesh community. Thank you all for being there, Simone and Mr. Sharaf Khan, and also Mr. Gojan TBC that's been from India that has been here before. And thank you so much for coming to my live broadcast today. It's a pleasure to have you all. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and go to our blog. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Now, this here, it says, don't miss the first one here, which says, don't miss the broadcast meeting 30 minutes before the Senate meetings. It looks like I have been already put my video up. Okay. All right. It was a great, it had many people here, as you can see, that was here, different men and women that was at my broadcast meeting that was there. Um, admin has already posted it. Admin was actually there, folks. This was the third week that our TBC admin was there, and he was showing us how to recruit people in TBC. And what a lot of people have showed me, we showed my Cream Cash back office where the Bitcoin bounty contest, where we had several people all over, had some like 33 countries in the world brought people in the TBC. That is a great accomplishment, folks. So TBC is actually expanding, folks. TBC is actually expanding all over the world. Okay? The Philippines is doing a great job. Different people in the Philippines are bringing people in. Nigeria is doing an awesome job. I think they have more than anyone because I believe Victor, I don't know his whole name, but Victor, because I have a, believe it or not, I have a brother named Victor. He lives in Houston, Texas, one of our states in the United States, and his name is also Victor. That's why Victor is so easy to remember to me. But I have an older brother named Victor, and this particular Victor from Nigeria, he brought in almost 50 people. I think something like 47, I believe I saw. That was awesome. My goodness. He's got a secret. That was his fourth time winning, folks. That was awesome. Fourth time. Okay. But anyway, I won't play this. Y'all can play this at find it at blog.thebillioncoin.info. This was another video. Uh, Looks like it may be in India, maybe or Bangladesh. Bangladesh. I see it. I see it. I'm sorry. There it is. It's a meeting. They had a worldwide TBC and a mission to end global poverty. It was a community worldwide. Let me just play this a bit. And y'all know if y'all can hear it, but I'm gonna play it just a little bit here. It's not coming through as. Okay, I'm gonna just stop it because it's not coming through on my computer as well. But it still was a great meeting. I'm sure they had because they're really Bangladesh community is doing a wonderful job. By the way, folks, admin recognized that in our broadcasters meeting earlier today. Okay, this one says respond and vibrate the same way successful people do to become success also too. And this was Randy's broadcast. I believe it was today, matter of fact. He's not long finished this broadcast. Okay. I believe this was his broadcast today, which was a great broadcast, by the way. I always love to hear Randy Wilson's broadcast. He offers have so much insight. And this was a send button meeting poster that admin puts up every Monday morning, with all our send button hosts, pictures of all our send button hosts. Okay. And I'm sure a lot of you are already seeing this. Okay. This brother Victor that won again for the fourth time. He was the first place winner. There was another guy, I believe, of Nigeria that was a second place winner. He had some trouble getting. They had some network problems, but admin was so gracious to still award them. And our third place was brother Ace Fletcher. He's always doing good in the Philippines. You know, he's doing a wonderful job in the Philippines, and I understand that he actually is will be he actually will be working with Noli, I believe, and they will get together to collaborate to try to get more people so they can really grow the numbers of TBCs and even more so in the Philippines, because there are really over 1 million people in TBC. Now, I'm not sure how active they are, but they're trying to get more people involved in their country, the Philippines. But these were the first, second, and third winners in the Bitcoin contest, bounty contest, which is a weekly contest. Yeah, he had 47 paid signups. That's almost 50 signups in 1 week. That is incredible. Incredible. Okay. He earned 200 grams of Bitcoin, which is about 500 in US dollars. That's about $531 at the time that it was given. This is so you know, that was a great accomplishment. Okay. Okay. All right. And this is and all Simban hosts went through all of this, but I'm gonna I'm gonna read this part right here because this was something that I went over. I think the admin went over in another blog post, which you see right here. That's right here. There's key points to the roadmap. On January 1st, 2020, members will not only celebrate New Year's Day, they will also celebrating having the TBC blockchain and wallet, because migration to it will be completely automated. No migration process needed. About half a million new members will have joined in less than 3 weeks. Thousands of merchants are joining every day. On November, now this is going backwards now, okay, in time. On November 2nd, 2019, members are excited to learn that automation has eliminated the need for redemption periods and cookie rewards. Let me stop right there, folks, before I keep reading that. You know that in November will be the last time we'll more likely have a redemption period. Okay, that's why you're reading. That's why I'm going over this part here. Because things are starting to get automated. You won't need, when people hear that we're going to have no more redemption periods, people got a little nervous. No, I didn't get nervous at all, because I knew admin had some greater plans. See, things are getting more automated. See, automation is something that is really key in online business, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay. All right. Now, okay, let me read this part again since I stopped. On November 2nd, 2019, members are excited to learn that automation has eliminated the need for redemption periods and cookie rewards in place by immediate Kringle rewards. Wow. Earn Kringles and receive them immediately. Over 60,000 new members have joined TBC in less than 4 weeks. We will It says we have over 3,000 merchants accepting TBC, and this is to be during November of this year. They're projecting. Admin is actually projecting this, which is very readily could happen. Okay, and this was a the growth curve. This is real good that everybody needs to go over to see exactly the projection what admin is looking at. Okay, all right. Let's keep going. I see more people. Musa came in, and Zarik, Zakar, I think he's come in too. It's good to have people still coming in to this live broadcast. Let's see. Every TBC it says every TBCN should have every TBC should have to broadcast meeting now. It said every TBCN should come to broadcast meeting now. Okay. All right. This is a nice video done by a person here. Looks like he could be coming from Bangladesh or possibly India. And this is in Tagalog, how to install and use Zoom apps. This was actually done by Crypto Magnet of the Philippines. He does a lot of great videos, by the way. Okay, this is a great one. I'm familiar about that one already because I have the Zoom app. I have that on my smartphone already. Actually, I can watch a meeting or host a meeting on my phone. I haven't never done it that way, but it's a little bit more. It's a little easier. It's easier on a computer, I would say. All right. And it's also stated that we only got 10 more days. This was Mary Lou of the Philippines talking about 10 days left to become instant millionaire. Talking about last 10 days of redemption. Okay, watch this video, okay, because it's very good points that she's making. Okay, right here, the history of TBC is fantastic. It's fascinating, and this was Key Pio of New Zealand. It's a husband and wife duo here that do their broadcast. That was their 196. They're just 4 away from 200, folks. So everyone needs to join them when they do their 200 broadcasts. These Bitcoin contest results. This was another video that was done by Mr. And this is great. Finally seeing. I don't know what it is, but I finally can now see who it is before I click on it. This is actually Darren Haywood of New Zealand. That was his 338th broadcast. He's getting very close to 350 himself. He's right behind me in broadcasting, and as far as the number is concerned. I'm gonna go to page 2 here because okay, now this is going on in yesterday's. Okay, now I'm gonna go. Okay, so I'm done with that, folks. I want to first congratulate everybody. I'm gonna come out of this screen sharing. Let me do that right now. I want to thank everyone who participated in Bitcoin contest that's doing well with it. I encourage people to put their YouTube links and their profile of their KCBO, that stands for Kringle Cash Back Office. Kringle Cash Back Office. That's the abbreviation for KCBO, Kringle Cash Back Office. One thing that's really important, okay? We talk about mindset a lot. Randy and I have been talking about a lot of mindset, and some other TBCs has been talking a lot about that the past weeks. But you know one thing I discovered, and Randy said it, and I would say it too, because it's so true, is that a lot of people have, not me, but a lot of people have what you call an employee mindset, which is not necessarily proper for the Billion Coin or any other offline or online business. I'm going to say that again so y'all get that. A lot of TBCians, because they're still working for a living and they rightfully have to, there's no problem. They have an employee, like they're on a job, employee mindset, and which is not necessarily proper for the billion coin. Ask yourself, is the billion coin a job? No. Is it a hobby? No. Is it? But you know what I would treat it like? Like an online business. And you know, when you're doing online business, you got to have the right mindset to be able to get the information out to people. Now, one thing that I've noticed that Ace Fletcher of the Philippines, and I'm sure probably Victor of Nigeria is doing the same thing, something that I bet they're using. Well, Ace actually showed us during the send button meeting. Did y'all notice it? He was using a flyer. And it was all in, it showed pictures, but it was all the languages in Tagalog, their language. So he said, so they'll easily understand it better. Because everybody in his country does not speak English. You see my point? So when you're out doing or recruiting or getting people involved in TBC, it is so vital, folks. I can tell you this because I know it's true, because I believe in it, because I know about online business. And I'm telling you that being visual when explaining things to people, they understand it a little better. If you're just telling them, it's in your mind, you're communicating with a person over the phone, or I don't know how you're doing it. If you want to, if how can I put it? If you really want to talk to someone about the billion coin over the phone, I would still arrange to have a meeting with that person somewhere at a neutral site, so you can sit down and show them some things on your computer. That's how I would recommend that you do that. Or you can possibly send something to them, a flyer, have some flyers made, like similar to like Ace Fletcher out of the Philippines, how he did it. Maybe you want to mail it out to that person. Now, he gets a lot of merchants involved too. You can go on his YouTube and see so many videos, because some of the people he says are shy. They never had been filmed before. So they may be a little apprehensive, but you can talk to them. Just be a very short video, because we can show you. We want to get your business out there, and maybe you'll be a part of our TBC community. Okay, because what is, like, business owners, they want to. Their main purchase is to earn a profit, right? But back what I'm saying here. When you are actually communicating, see, a lot has to do with communicating, but you have to have the right mindset before things come out of your mouth. You see what I'm saying, folks? You got to have the right mindset before you start disseminating things out in the public about something that's so important to you and so dear to your heart. You have to make sure that you know exactly what you're saying and how you're saying it. So when you're actually communicating, make sure that you're clear, you're precise, you're confident in what you're saying, you know what you're saying, and you deliver it to the other person the right way. Because if you start talking to someone and about something that's new to them, that they never heard before, you may notice a facial expression they may have when you started talking about it. But if you start delivering something about something that's important to you, and you don't follow it with something that support what you're saying, you see, you just can't say something and then cut it off and then expect the person to understand. Christina Tangway in our broadcast meeting, you could hear when she didn't used to have her headphones, but she didn't have them, so we could hear. I could hear most of what she was saying, but maybe some people didn't hear everything she was saying. But what she was also saying, because on her broadcast, she's talked about that she was recruiting somebody in another country, but the person was struggling, and she was trying to explain to them on, I guess, on a computer. I don't know if they were having a Zoom meeting. I don't know, visual meeting. I mean, I don't know, but she was saying that she had to go back. You got to get back with that person because they're struggling with it. See what? So when you're delivering, watch how you deliver your what you know about the Billion Coin. I'm gonna say it again. Watch how you deliver what you know, because yes, you may be excited about this opportunity. Of course, you would be, but in particular, if you have been bringing people into TBC and you're earning Bitcoin, which is technically money, okay, it's digital in nature, but it can turn to fiat depending on whether your country would accept it that way. Now, I'm not saying every country has adopted that transaction from cryptocurrency over to fiat money. I mean, United States, we have it. We have Bitcoin machines. I have never used one because I don't have my card that I have on. I don't have to use. I can use a regular ATM. That's a whole nother subject. But what I'm saying to you is this: watch how you deliver, because I bet you something. The people like Ace and Victor, I'm just talking because their names pop in my head. I believe those, and the regular, some females as well, I bet their deliverance of when they explain the Bitcoin is right on the money. I bet it's got to be, because if Victor brought in 47 paid recruits this past week, his deliverance had to be right on the money. And he probably was catching, he probably was out in public. He probably was catching people 2 or 3 or 4 at a time. Or he may be having a group meeting with them. And that's another way, speaking of that, how you could deliver TBC to a group of people. Example, M. Derrick. Wonderful, wonderful, knowledgeable man, and an excellent Sin-Bun host, English Sin-Bun host. And by the way, he was on my broadcast meeting. He's at everyone. See, him and I are the only ones usually doing most of the talking during that time. And we're actually right now, because we have admin at our broadcast meeting, we look at everybody's bring their chat up so they can see what admin is saying. So admin was directing us during our broadcast meeting the past 3 weeks. I'm hoping admin will be back there next week. And that's probably what happened. But I can just tell you what this whole broadcast is about: how you present TBC to a prospect or a recruit, how you deliver it. And I really wish I could see more. I can see Ace. I can go on his YouTube channel. I want to see how Victor. I wish I could watch some videos of how Victor deliver people explaining TBC to a person. See, that's why, folks. That's why I've asked so many people, and admins have said it before in past blog posts. Please put your YouTube channel in your profile. Please put your YouTube channel in your profile. Not just a video, but your channel. Because your channel has all your videos. You see? So back what I'm saying. Your deliverance of what you're saying. You have to know what you're saying. You have to know what you're talking about. You have to. And how would you know what you're talking about, folks? How would you know it? What is the main source we get our information from? Of course, is the blog, right? It's the blog. It's the blog. I got somebody came here. I hadn't seen Chad Evans. able to sell or exchange their TBC. I'm gonna just answer Chad. I'm gonna tell you something. I would like to say most people here, people like Miss Simone, myself, we have actually have had bought. Personally, myself, I bought in over close to 200 and between 30 and 50 people in the TBC in my history. Okay, I haven't bought anybody in lately, but I plan to get that. That's going to change hopefully. But I can tell you, I bought several people in the Billion Coin, and several of them have made income, and because they received cash flow coaching from my friend Randy Wilson at tbcrandy.com. So if anybody don't know how to cash flow in TBC, go to tbcrandy.com. He doesn't do any more live ones because he's got over 100 videos. He was running that for months, and he recorded every one. And so you can still use those same videos to teach you how to cash flow because he's very interactive with everyone in his meeting. Okay? And it's very, very, very reasonable. It's only like US dollars, like $10 a week or for a whole week. Not for one day, for a whole week. And people, I'm gonna just say this on his favor. People were making $100 a day, and somebody was making $1,000 in 1 week. So I'm letting you know, yes, people are making exchange TBC for fiat. All right. So if anybody didn't answer for him, I just did. Yes, people are using. It says I was supposed to sell some today, but they had to move probably to next week. Okay, well that's okay. And you just gave me another thing, Mr. Chad, to focus to mention. Follow up is so important. Follow, is so important. So important. Follow up with people is so important, folks. If you've already gone and scheduled a time with somebody and they scheduled to a later time, they may not be just pushing you off, but just that they already had something planned anyway before you even came to them. Just make sure you get back with them, let them know, set an appointment for that person to meet or whatever. But it's again, and this is for anybody that's out here trying to recruit, it's important to be on the money, speaking to one person, to a new recruit or a new person that you're trying to get into our community. Communication is key, but communication is not always audio, meaning from voice to voice, voice to ear. Communication also is visual, meaning what you saw in the Sinbad meeting with Mr. Flex, Mr. Ace of the Philippines. He displayed a nice brochure. He's made color and everything, and it's written into his language, his native language in the Philippines. I bet you that Victor is doing the same thing, something similar, because there's no way I believe you're just telling a person about TBC. And I'm not saying they wouldn't join. I'm not saying it's not possible, but there's no way that you're getting that many people just talking to them about TBC. Because people want to see things. That's my point. People are visual. People on nature are somewhat skeptic, very skeptical. And back when I said something earlier about people having an employee mindset, what I also mean about that, people always want something. They want admin to give you this, admin to give you that. But it's not about that, folks. It's about what admin is giving you plenty tools for you to be successful. It's up to you to work those systems out like it's supposed to be, those steps, so you can be profitable. Admin's giving you a system, a fourth campaign of what they call passive residual income. And for those that don't know what it is, it's doing something once and getting paid over and over again. As a getting a person involved in TBC, they now have to pay 8 grains of gold, which is about $23 per month, US dollars. And you get 2 people involved, that now pays your 8 grains of gold, because they're going to pay you for half of that back to you. You're going to make 4 grains off of each one of them. So now that pays 4 and 4, 4 plus 4 of grains is 8 grains, right? And you just show those two how to do the same thing each. They get 2. I talked about this in previous broadcasts. I was actually at the Bitcoin contest talking about that. I went to the people who brought 1 and 2 people in and show you exactly how that can multiply. But see, back to what I'm saying here. It's all about having the right mindset to study the blog, to get the most information you can get out, so you can be razor sharp and talk with conviction and confidence. People know, you got to know what you're talking about. Don't go to a person, don't waste a person's time trying to offer them something that you may know about, that you feel dear about, and all of a sudden you can't deliver it. Your deliverance have to be on the money. You have to know how to communicate properly, okay? All right? Do y'all think that I became a great broadcaster by just doing broadcasts? Oh no, folks. I talk about things I know, not what I think I know. You see my point? I never talk about things I think I know. I talk about things I know, things I studied, things I spent some time on. And see, a lot of people just won't do it. They'll get up and go to work every day, like clockwork. And that's linear income. You don't work, you don't get paid. A lot of jobs are like that. But you can bring a person in the Billion Coin and get paid. As long as they paying their monthly 8 grains of gold, you're going to get 4 grains each and every month. You just got to train those people you bring in. Everybody you train them to do the same thing you did with them. That's how it's made. That's how we're now, admin is focusing on this Bitcoin contest. Not just the pay. Yes, admin is saying we paying out within 24 hours the Bitcoin back to you when you do what you're supposed to do. But admin is also trying to send you a message. This is how we're in the distribution phase. This is how we're growing our community. You see? This is what's happening there. It is so vital that your deliverance of what you're saying is on the money. It is on the money. Okay? All right, folks. I'm done. I'm over my time. I hadn't even looked at the clock here. See, it's a half an hour can zoom by real fast. People like Randy and myself, we could go on for an hour talking about something that we know. But we got people, don't make your broadcast difficult. It becomes easier and easier and easier. Okay? Let me see if I got any questions, anything. Thank you, Shohag. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Sharif. Thank you, all of you. I'm sure a lot of you agree with what I'm saying. It's about how you deliver what you know to someone that don't know about TBC. All right. Okay, folks. Thank you all for being here from all over the world. Thank you for my dear Merlene. I know you watching, but you just can't probably having a chance to log in and get in the chat area. But thank you so much for you being there, dear, and thank you for Kim and Kaylin for always watching me, and the friends and family that's watching me now down in South in Florida. And thank you so much for all my all my people in the chat area that came to me today to watch this live broadcast. Now, folks, we've had a great broadcast meeting today. We've had different people doing broadcasts. It's been great. We've had Simba meetings, all Simba meetings that had Simba meetings. Some countries are having trouble with their internet. You know, you got to go. I recommend that you do go have your broadcasts. If you can't get good internet at home, then go to a cafe somewhere that has internet. If you have that in your country, I don't know if you do. I know we have it all over the place in the United States, and it's but anyway. So all I can say to you folks, just keep doing what you're doing great broadcasts, because our broadcasters are voices of TBC, and y'all are great leaders. Just make sure that you lead by example. You all have a great day, and thank you all for coming to this live broadcast. And I will see you for my 416th live broadcast tomorrow at the usual time. You all have a great day. And so I like to say, peace, everybody.